Hey, what's up, Capricorn? Welcome back. You know the drill by now. I'm going to be doing the same 139 tarot read as I've been doing. It's a general reading, it's a timeless reading. So, without any further ado, let's get started. Core energy from the Anime Tarot. Page of Wands reversed. Energy that is bearing a certain type of emotionality. Which can be on the other side of its typical valor and its typical capacity to deliver certain results and to be able to express excitement at anticipations achieved. It is more dignified when this energy expresses itself truly without stepping on other people's toes while it's at it. There's a genuine way that it can express itself, and there is a more toxic way it can express itself. That is going to change the ways people respond to wanting to follow you in certain fashions, or being capable of it. This is definitely energy of there. I would suggest, I figure out a good way to word it. I would suggest there is a bit of toxicity in this mix, and it would be healthy to overcome that toxicity. It would be ideal to embrace a more endearing quality. And it's kind of interesting here because it's a lot of fire energy and wind energy, which a bit removed from Capricorn earth energy. But the interesting factor here is definitely a type of insecure toxicity that overcoming it would allow this type of energy to enjoy its anticipations even more, and allow them to actually transmute their emotionality quite well. There is a requirement, though, to understand why there is some kind of judgment that could be filtered out. Sometimes the universe has to filter out that quality for you because you are too habited into the capacity to not do anything about it. Either that or the poor judgments, the failure to achieve desires properly can have some side effects, some overhead for rubbing people the wrong way, but building up momentum that cannot really serve you. Eight of Wands, and whenever you are not served in that fashion, it does diminish your manifestations, diminishes your ability to actually achieve what you desire to achieve and feel properly in the process. Okay, so here's your energy for the first time, Knight of Pentacles. And when your energy is disrupted like that, it looks as if you definitely stall on your process. It looks like you definitely... So this might not even be a great time of completion for you. Because, and part of it is looking as if this toxic energy has got you really distracted. It's got you... not taking certain types of actions that would serve you more than you might realize, or that would serve you, but you aren't on board with doing something like that. We have Nine of Cups in reverse. Overindulging in... It's like abusing your happiness. It's kind of strange. It's abusing your abundance. It's abusing your capacity to manifest. And it's wasting that energy not for your well-being. And you only got the energy because you did know how to chase your well-being. You did know how to pursue it. You knew how to not surrender it to anything, but then once you got it, you surrendered it to something that's hard to describe. Wow. You even have the King of Pentacles now centering up this reading. That is your energy. It's another toxic energy. It's probably the most, like, materialist, toxic materialist, toxic capitalist type energy. So looking at King of Pentacles reversed though, because somebody who once again could manifest great happiness, but in this particular instance it looks like they're abusing their happiness. And they are setting in order certain momentums of... Geez. Ten of Pentacles and the Star reversed. So this is really disrupting your ability to focus on material quality. So refocusing on the good in achieving things as opposed to the gluttony of achievement. The qualities that got you to this successful place need to be remembered. And there is a little bit of needing to heal which emotions you're following. The more reckless emotions and the more toxic emotions and gluttonous emotions, wasteful emotions, irresponsible emotionality. Overcoming that emotional irresponsibility is very important to restabilizing this material misinterpretation, and the more it's required to bring your hope back into the mix properly, bring your outlook and your belief in manifestational capacity back into the fold. And part of that will be moving out of this Nine of Pentacles energy into a more productive energy with the full reverse. So, and as I say that, there's a good sign that you are not very excited about it. And you're not very excited about hearing the prospect of having to take certain actions that would be better for you, even if they don't feel better at the moment. So actions that are for your well-being, but you maybe don't realize that they're for your well-being. And you are not anticipating moving forward with that growth. And it is mixed. It is why there's a call to grow into a more mature emotionality and not give up your self-expression. Your self-expression is very important in this energy. However, if you hurt other people in your own self-expression, then you have crossed a line that you didn't have to. And you can't express yourself without going out of the way of, or going like into the way of hurting people verbally or even physically, or like wanting their ill-being. If you can move out of that kind of thing and get into the dignified energy of what it means to express yourself, whether that's good or bad. You know, whether you feel good, express it, whether you feel bad, express it. If you can do that in a dignified way, you get respect from people because it takes a certain emotional maturity to pull that off. But in this instance, the emotional maturity has been flipped on its head, and it's being called to be found. And that's what's going to turn around a lot of this energy. That's a piece of what is going to increase your stability in all of these matters and empower you to achieve your manifestational desires so that you may revel in your anticipations as you want that stability to be yours. Though there's some toxic energy here that is resisting some of the inevitable energy required to reach those places. And a lot of stagnance is part of the problem. There's a little bit of gluttonous action, a little bit of abusing success, which is a very untenable position to be in the long run. You're not willing to grow out of that energy at this point. Your fate is set to not growing out of this, to staying more the same, but oftentimes that's what these readings are for, is giving you some insight. So I hope this made some sense to you, and thank you very much for being here. Take care.